Hey guys, here's Chris from TapTech, and this is the video review of the ASUS Transformer TF300, which is available now for 379 or 399 euros, and with the keyboard dock, which is available separately for $149, or the prices for Europe are 399 and 499 in the bundle with the dock and the tablet. So what we got for this price is a 10.1 inch Android ice cream sandwich tablet with a Tegra free quad-core CPU, which is clocked at 1.2 GHz. And so it's quite the same tablet as the ASUS Transformer Prime, but there are some main differences. First of all, the build quality isn't as good because we don't have an aluminum back cover, which has the positive thing that you don't have any issues with GPS or Wi-Fi, so that's a positive thing. But it doesn't feel as good as the Transformer Prime, because we have plastic here in the back with the same design of the centric circles, but altogether it's a bit thicker. It's 9.9 millimeters thick, and it's a bit heavier with around 635 grams. So yeah, these are some drawbacks, and we don't have a Gorilla Glass in the front. We have just a own Sunlime glass from ASUS, which should be also scratch resistant, but I don't want to try that. So yeah, whatever. We got a Tegra free CPU and an IPS display. Both together work good. The IPS display works with 300 nits, while the Transformer Prime has a super IPS display with it, which boosts up to 500 or 600 nits. So it's a quite better display in the Transformer Prime. But in the resolution, just the same thing, 1280 by 800, and so it looks quite the same as if you use the normal mode. Both are looking good, and here the colors are looking great. Also, when you go to the gallery and load some pictures here, the sky is blue, you can see it here, the grass is green, so everything looks fine here. And just you can see the touch panel is working fine. It's pinch zoom is fast, also scrolling, everything is fine here. So when we go further and have a look at the ports, first of all, just around the tablet, on the left side we have a audio jack here on the top, and we have a on-off button here on the top of the TF300. Then we have here volume rocker on the left side, a micro HDMI port to connect it to a TV, and also a microSD slot that you can extend your memory of 16 GB or 32 GB with a microSD card, which is quite nice if you want to transfer files or just get your microSD card from your smartphone. There's another microphone, and on the back we can just see the ASUS logo and an 8 megapixel camera, which is pretty nice, and also a speaker on the right side, which hasn't the best position, because if you're holding the tablet in your hands, you can see the speakers are always under your hands, and the sound quality isn't as good as before. So you can connect the TF300 with your keyboard dock, and here are some pretty cool things. First of all, best thing is that you get an USB port, and full USB port, so you can connect a mice or a external drive or whatever. And we also have a SD slot, a full SD slot, and for sure a connector to charge the tablet. And there's also a battery insert, so this one charges your tablet if you connect it, and we want to try that out now. So you get a notification here. Here we go. Dock is connected, and now it starts to charge. We can see the battery icon of the dock charges the tablet, which is now by 88%. So yeah, on the keyboard there are a lot of special keys for Android as we know it from Transformer Prime. There is back, home options, and there are also some controls for the volume, also for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or you can also lock the touchpad here in front, which is a multi-touch touchpad, and so that's quite nice. Is if you're using a mouse and you're just writing, you don't touch. You always touch the touchpad because it's a bit too slim. So that's one thing. If you like to write very long texts, we can't recommend it really. If you are writing just normal or just a bit longer emails, it's quite nice, or some texts, whatever. But if you're writing really long texts, you prefer, or you will prefer, normal notebook or whatever. So, but for that size, it's quite nice, and the price is okay because you get a better battery life. We go later a bit more in that detail. To write or to edit documents, ASUS decided to give you Polaris Office, which is a pretty cool app. We know it from the previous Transformer Pad and the Transformer Pad Prime. You can easily edit Word documents, Excel documents, or whatever, or just make a new one, and you can write that. You have a lot of options, as you can see here, to edit the file. So that's quite nice, and as you can see, it's very responsible. The touchscreen works well also when you change to another app. We go to that now, start the music, go to the gallery. It just works fine. So Android Ice Cream Sandwich is pretty nice here. The performance is pretty good. You have an option to change between normal mode and this one. So we have normal mode, balanced mode, and economic mode. So it's a bit better, or there's better performance if you go to the normal mode, because the CPU is higher clocked if you use it in energy mode, because it's clocked now with 600 megahertz, and so very heavily performance used apps won't run that good now, but it saves battery life. And in terms of battery life, you will get a battery life of around 12 hours by 50% display brightness, and around 7.5 or 8 hours if you just use the tablet. So that's quite good battery life at all. But if we compare it with the ASUS A500T, which is available for quite same price tag, you would have their better battery life, because the battery is very big in the A500T, which where you can get a battery life of 11 hours just with the tablet. So, but whatever, we can go and start an Tegra free app, which is optimized for. Let's have a look where you have a game maybe. And I think I've started Dark Meadow. So app is starting now, and we want to put that out. Altogether, for one speaker, the sound quality is very good, but you will hear now the position isn't really good, as I told you before.
Finally, you are awake. Are you all right? I bet you don't remember a thing. That's how it works when they bring you here, believe me, I know. Well, now there's two of us. And maybe if we help each other, we can get out of this place.
So if you're playing, sound quality isn't really good, or isn't that good.
Feeling well? Don't worry, it will pass. Once we get out of here, you'll be right as rain, and this madness will end. She's coming. I can't be seen with you. We'll talk more soon.
So, we can see a lot of details now. The Tegra free optimized game is quite nice here. So, and everything looks fine on the IPS display. So that's pretty cool. So you can see everything works fine and it's fast, responsible, and so on. So the only drawback is here the sound, and we can start for that the music player. And here the same thing, if I'm holding the tablet in the hand, sound quality isn't as good. And also when we lay down on the table, sound quality is always better in this position. So would be better for ASUS or for ASUS if they would make a better position next time. But for now, we have to live with that. Okay, so the ASUS Transformer Prime altogether is a quite nice tablet, for especially for the price of €399 or $399, and with the keyboard dock it's a quite nice solution. If you only will buy the Tegra free tablet by itself, you should have a look at the A510, which is a bit better quality and has a better battery life, and I think you will prefer that. But if you're using a tablet dock, you only get the Transformer Pad Prime or the Transformer Pad, and that will be your tablet. So I say thank you for watching, and please subscribe for my YouTube channel and for my other videos, where you also can see comparison between the A510 and the Transformer Pad TF300, which you saw now. So thank you for watching, see you next time.